protect this house? Will you protect this house? I will. We must protect this house.
ESG Football is a 7 vs 7, 11 vs 11 online multiplayer open world simulation football game. You create your My Player that is fully customizable online in an open world city called The Heights, where you can play in pickup games of 7 vs 7 or in numerous mini games and activities like parkour, either with randoms or friends. The fun is limitless. You can also team up with your friends to compete at the Pro-Am and Rec Center in a full football match of 11 vs 11 to see who is the best team in the world. All positions are available to play as and they all matter. Team communication is king. This isn't a solo takeover game. You can't simply do everything yourself without a team. It's simulation football where user skills, communication, and strategy play a major role, like you've never seen before in a football game. The skill gap will be shown. There's no AI to help you or to assist you. Based on your user input, reaction time, build type, football IQ, and teamwork will dictate how your level of play will play out. All players on the field is controlled by a user, so it's on them to play their part, role, and position properly. So if you mess up, then you will certainly get chewed out for being trash. This game takes elements from 3 different games. ESPN NFL 2K5 is where they take the simulation football experience from. NBA 2K, where you have that open world feeling where you can take your My Player online and compete against others. Then you have that NFL Street factor where you have a very fun experience. It's not as arcadey like NFL Street and over the top plays, but you do have that simulation football aspect that can still be extremely amazing to witness when people are able to make plays themselves and the outcomes is limitless. And with the addition of having live mics is absolutely wonderful. What I mean by that is that during the match, you can simply trash talk the opposing team. Yes, that's what I mean by live mics. You can hear everybody on the field. Next, let's get right into the builds. As you guys can see here, this is various amounts of what kind of build you can make. There is no meta build. Yes, that's right. It's not like 2K where you can have a cheesy build. Yes, of course, you may assume certain people have cheesy builds, but that's not the case. And the reason why you guys assume that, because they stand out in the match, is because their teammates help them stand out. So, there is a quality balance between all various types of builds. Each build has a pro and con to it. Do I recommend copying other people's builds? No. Reason why is because those players may create a build that they're comfortable with and they can dominate with. So if you try to copy what they do, you may not user-wise play just as good as them. It also comes down to the user skills involved in the game. Let me break it down a little bit more in detail for you guys to understand. So you guys take a look here. You have a bunch of available skill sets separated by a color scheme, just like 2K. You have a 6 total slot of skill sets to equip to your My Player build, and you can make any type of build that you desire to make. It can be balanced by having a little bit of offense, a little bit of defense at certain positions, or you can be fully on one side. For instance, you can be just a dominant quarterback. You put all your skill sets just to the passing skills. Or you can do the best running back. You can cater all your skill sets to the running back skill sets. So it's up to you how you want to create your player, but just know that every single rating matters. And like I said, every build is going to have its pros and cons. Weight and height has a major factor. So here's an example. If you make a complete passing quarterback, then you're not going to have any defensive stats when you play defense. So you're going to be unable to make any tackles or pursuit and things of that sort. So you got to be very aware of what type of build you end up making and try to balance it out for the most part. Here's a look at various combinations of skill sets. You have a total of 6. Every time you reach a certain overall threshold, it will unlock the next skill set to be added. You can only add 2 per skill set, And then once you reach up to the 90s and above, you will be able to add a third skill set. So for example, you take a look at the light blue, which has 3 tackler skill sets. So once again, this is a look at all the total skill sets that you can select from based off the color scheme. Now, once you end up making your build at the end, you would be prompted of what your player build is based on. It's going to tell you what you are efficient at, as well suggested positions that you can possibly play depending on what your teammates, what you will have to coordinate with your teammates' builds to make sure that you don't get switched up just because you're able to play a little bit better than your teammate at certain positions. And then it's going to give you the offensive and defensive assessment if you're going to be, starter, superstar, pro bowler, bench player, and all that good stuff. This is major when it comes to making your builds and teaming up with your friends to create a quality team. Because once again, your friends can be benched at certain positions and it's going to end up possibly playing you at another position where your teammate should be playing at, but he doesn't have the necessary skill sets to help him play at that specific position. So let's say your friend makes a receiver slash cornerback build, but he put all his skill sets towards one side of the ball, which is being a dominant receiver. He has no defensive skill sets, ratings that can help him dominate and put him at the cornerback position. Then you have a running back slash linebacker slash cornerback build. And for the most part, it might put you at the cornerback position over him because you have better cornerback ratings than what your teammate has. So it may place him at the linebacker position, even though you can play linebacker, but you have to substitute him at cornerback because he is not the greatest at cornerback. And then also, you just communicate with your teammates depending on if they're placed at the wrong position. You can always end up rotating in and out during the pre-snap play to cover just in case if your teammate's too slow, he can't cover deep, so you might want to replace him. That's where the communication is king in this game. Trust me, you're going to be stuck in the player creation because there is numerous and countless ways to create your player, from just messing around with the height and weight to get certain ratings adjusted, and then also the positions that you want to play as. And you guys can see here there is numerous ways to make variety of different positions. So for instance, you can have a very small tiny build, but you can put him at left tackle DN based off the skill sets that you put together. But then you also have a potential of role playing spots depending if your teammates have a better build at the left tackle DN. So you guys see in the top left corner, your potential can be receiver, cornerback, kick returner. So you may end up switching roles with other players depending if they're better at those certain positions that you initially try to make. So this is how the game is balanced in a way, especially for pickup games. So let's say you're trying to make a so-called cheesy build, which is not a thing, but let's say, for instance, like you guys see here, got the 5'5", 140 tiny build, but he's super fast, but you want him to play online. Thing is, you may have other players that end up having a much more dominant and realistic build for the left tackle DN position. So it's going to end up putting you at the skill positions because that's what your potential other role playing positions that you need to be played at, just based off your skill sets and ratings. So it's not always guaranteed that you're going to end up playing, whatever it says for your current position, which in other words, that is saying that this is the main position that you're playing as, and then you have the potential, which is your potential role playing spots depending on if the other random or other players have a better realistic position to play the actual main position that you're supposed to play as. So you get substituted at these other roles. That's why it's crucial to, once again, to see your build summary at the end of making your player, which you guys seen on the previous showcase, which literally tells you if you're going to be a starter at that position, a bench player, and things of that sort. But this does not limit you from creating certain builds and positions that you want to make. You can create anything that you want, as you guys see in all these various type of builds that I've created. But once again, if you're trying to form a team with your friends, the best thing to do is communicate and gather information from your friends on what they end up making so you can direct yourself to play a certain position, or based off positions that you guys want to make. Just got to communicate on the type of builds and positions that you guys end up making to make a team possible. So with that being said about ESG football, hope you guys get a little bit better insight of what this game has to offer. So far, the game has been in closed beta and it's planned on to be released soon. Thing is, the more players we get to be able to find out these bugs and issues, the faster this game would be pushed to release. So right now, I need you guys, if you're willing to participate in the closed beta playtest, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord rating room, where you guys need to follow the instructions on what to do and how to apply for the closed beta. It's straightforward, it's simple. I will also have a link down below in the description on a visual aspect walkthrough, which is a step-by-step guide on how to apply. The more people we're able to get in, the more things that we're able to do for the community. So with that being said, we are gunning for multiple weekend tournaments. And of course, leading up to the release of the game, there's going to be a huge money prize tournament, which is $10,000 on the line. So that's why we're doing all these tests and things of that sort to prep for that, so we can get the game to a quality stage with gameplay bugs and fixes to be addressed, and then have that massive tournament go down where you guys can compete for money. Upon release, ESG Football is planning to do these massive money prize tournaments for everybody to compete in. So this is a great opportunity to see all the talent around the world and see how everybody competes. This game is meant for competition. So right now is the best time to join the closed beta. Also, with that being said, I got a special guest snippet of what had happened during the closed beta Discord, where we had some special guests come through. And that was NFL players Cameron Jordan and Tajay Sharp. For those that don't know, we do have other NFL players supporting this game, like Sean Merriman and LaShawn McCoy and much more. So let me go ahead and give you guys the snippet soundbite of Cameron Jordan and Tajay Sharp of, the congratulations on the support for this game by the community and much more.
I mean, eventually, I'm gonna have to hop on sticks and see what y'all talking about.
Yes, sir. You already know, man.
Oh, man.
Hey, look, real quick, Cam, I know you got to go, everything like that. Again, I just wanted to, thank you for coming through. And again, for the community, for the guys here, like I said before, the guys who are a part of ESG, they see what y'all are doing. We're incredibly grateful for everything that y'all are doing. It's really a team effort. We wouldn't be here without Cam, and we certainly wouldn't be here without y'all as well. So I just figured I get Cam on the jack real quick and see if he can come through. And obviously, he was 100% down for it. So with that being said, Cam, again, we'll send you off by saying thank you. And again, everyone could go yell into the mic again as well. But thank you so much, Cam, for coming through, man. We really appreciate it.
Fuck with you, Cam.
Appreciate you, Cam.
Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
Big dubs.
Once we get some more time, like I said, I'm gonna have to tap in for real. But till then, I'm gonna tap in later.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We're gonna fuck with you.
Thank you.
Focus on your season, gang.
Thank you, brother.
Fuck this game right now, boy.
I take any luck, any well wishing, all good luck. Shit, we over here trying to figure out who our
Yes, sir. Prayers up.
is. So I need all.
It should be motherfucking Shador, but we don't Shador.
Okay, Cam, one last thing, too. I already know. Hold up, guys, real quick. I already know that the guys are going to want you to come through and do some celebrations and some emotes and shit like that in the motion capture, bro. So we have to tap in with that one day, bro. Get the motion capture going.
That's easy. Just say less. Let me know when.
Yes, sir, brother. I'll talk to you soon, man. Thank you again for coming through.
Yo,
You just fucking went. Oh my goodness. What the fuck is going on today?
Hey, look.
Cameron Jordan.
What the fuck's happening?
So much, bro, for pulling up, turning the chat up, bro. We all excited about the game, man. I know y'all excited too, bro. We gonna turn this shit up, bro. This shit about to be lit.
That part.
Yes, sir. All the way up. For real.
W.
Yes, Ersky. Hey, yo, my dog Darrington Evans is streaming right now. He's a running back for the Buffalo Bills. If y'all want to try to turn his stream up real quick,
Send the
try to get
link,
him on the game.
please.
What's the name?
Link
Drop
that.
DM right a link. DM.
So that was a cool experience to see them two come through. We was able to talk to them, listen to them, and you just see the whole hype for this game, how big this game is going to be, and the support that's behind this game. So guys, when I say the game's going to be massive, this game is going to be massive. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys stay tuned by subscribing and turning on post notifications for everything ESG football. Other than that, I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.